Hello YouTube, I hope everyone is doing fantastic. It's LTFs here and I'm finally back with another one. So yeah guys, I know I've been a little bit busy, I mean I really appreciate the love and support that I've been having from a lot of my YouTube viewers. Some people do come to my DM, just to kind of check on me and things of that nature. So I mean, I really appreciate all that. It's just that lately I've been a little bit busy with I just launched my EA business, and it's going very well for a lot of people. So I'm really happy about that too. So I've been a little bit busy with that part, but I'm slowly coming back. Also, some just personal stuff, but it's all good. So I really appreciate guys for checking on me. In today's video, I'm just gonna do a quick breakdown on a trade that I was able to catch, just to kind of like bless the month of April, right? So it's so far, I think that's the only trade that I've caught so far on this month of April. And it was actually on the week of CPI. It was a beautiful trade. You guys will be able to see, and out of this video I want you guys to be able to understand the higher time frame intention, right? How we can start from the monthly time frame on this trade particular. We're going to start from the monthly time frame, drop down weekly, daily, and then understand the hourly, medium time frame before you even go to lower time frames, right? So this is how you catch very high probability setups, and that's basically what we do every single day. When I send the signals, it's all in alignment with the higher time frame intention. All right, okay. So let's start quickly with AUD-USD. I mean Aussie dollar, right? Which was the trade that I caught. Let's go down to monthly time frame. We want to understand what's the overall higher time frame intention on Aussie dollar. So when you look here, we had this break of structure, then price came back to mitigate supply zone sitting up here, and then we had another break of structure. Then price came back into this supply zone, and now we see Aussie dollar making this move all the way down, right? So we're seeing this push all the way down, and our intention is to see price taken out eventually that monthly previous low, right? So that's the overall intention on Aussie dollar, just looking from the monthly time frame, is that it's bearish, right? So we had a nice mitigation play here, like price breaks, comes back to mitigate, then break structure again, comes back to mitigate. So basically maintaining that overall bearish intention intact. So that's very important. Now if you look at it, the question you need to ask is, okay, what is my trading range, right, on the monthly? So on the monthly time frame, this is your range high and this is your range low. So everything that is happening within this range is what we call internal structure price action, right? So we want to understand, okay, I'm trading within a monthly range. Let's understand what's going on the weekly and daily and 4 hour, because all of that price action of those time frames are happening within the monthly bearish range, right? So the monthly is bearish, we're trading within a bearish monthly range. So we want to understand what's going on within that range. So we drop down to the weekly time frame, right? So we have a lot of price action stuff that is going on right here on the weekly. So let me quickly come back here. So okay, here we are on the weekly time frame. So if we look at the weekly, I think it's quite simple to see that, right, that we had a break of structure, pull back, then a break, price came back, used this high as an inducement to come into this supply zone, and then we have a break of structure. So we can see that this is the weekly time frame and the structure is bearish, right? So we drop down, for example, to the daily time frame. We want to understand something quite interesting that is going on here. Is on the daily time frame, we can see also that the structure is absolutely bearish right here, right? So monthly bearish, weekly bearish, and daily is bearish. We had a break of structure, mitigation, second break, mitigation, and now we're waiting to see price coming all the way down to take out this daily previous low right here, right? That's our daily previous low, which is an internal structure within that weekly range, and then eventually come down to take out this weekly previous low. That's the intention, the bearish overall high time frame intention. So then we drop down to the hourly time frame. So let me just zoom in a little bit. So we will say, okay, this is a daily internal structure right here. Okay, we're just gonna consider this to be a daily internal change of character. So price broke structure right here and then came back to mitigate this daily supply zone, and now we want to ride the move all the way down. So once price comes to my daily, you guys already know I like to drop down to the hourly time frames. It can be 4 hour or 2 hours time frame. So when I go to 2 hours time frame, for example, we can see something that I saw, that we actually saw. I actually sent this on the private Telegram group as well. So we had this change of character. Price came into that daily supply zone. Then we have this change of character right here on the 2 hours time frame, and then price pulled back. But as we can see is that there was some sort of rejection. When price came here, it rejected and then pushed up. So there was still selling orders waiting to be triggered this whole time. So you can see that price started going down and it was just building up liquidity. So once price came, it swept, it was ready to drop, right? So that's the intention that we had. Price came into that hourly supply zone. So, okay, as an intraday trader, you guys already know 4 hour, 2 hour, that's my higher time frame. As an intraday, okay, intraday trader, 4 hour and 2 hour, that's my higher time frame. Then I want to see a medium time frame. Medium time frame, I'm talking about M15, M20, right, or M30 as well. So once price comes to this 2 hour supply zone, what do we need to do next? Drop down to medium time frame. I want to see that M15 change of character at least. So price, that's what happened. Price came to that 2 hour supply zone, we went down to M15, right? So very clear right here. So we can see that on M15 we have this high, we have this low, then we have this high, a change of character, price comes down, comes back to this supply zone right here. So I marked the whole thing. Some people could have said, okay, but why you didn't mark this? But this right here is the whole zone, right? If we had to refine, yes, we could refine to this area right here, but I decided to include the whole zone, right? So that's when price came back into my medium time frame. So once price comes to my medium time frame supply zone, that's when I'm ready to drop down to lower time frame, right? So it's not price comes to my daily supply, I'm going down to 1 minute time frame. You understand? It's not really it's not high probability, because sometimes you can just get a lot of false confirmations before you write. So I always recommend price comes to your 4 hour supply zone, wait for medium time frame, M15 change of character. Once you have the M15 change of character, wait for price to come back, and then you can drop down to lower time frame. That way you'll be able to have high probability trades on the lower time frames. So once price came to my M15 supply zone, what I did, I dropped down to M3 time frame, right? So when I came to the charts, I mean, price was already somewhere here. So I was basically, let me go down to 2 minutes time frame. I think the 2 minutes was much clear. So when I came to the charts, this is what I saw, right? I wanted to see that shift. So I said, okay, I'm seeing that we have price comes to that M15 supply zone, right? So what I'm seeing is price came, it made this high, right? And then we had this low, and then price was struggling to create a high. So we had the break of structure, price comes back to mitigate, right? So this right here would have been the mitigation zone, right here, the mitigation line. So price broke structure, came back to mitigate, and then it broke structure again. So I said, okay, where is the order block right here? I went down to M1 time frame because I wanted to refine the order block very well. So I ended up finding this zone right here. So I said, okay, I want to see price coming back to this zone, and I'm going to take a trade. So you don't have to go much lower on the time frame. If you're in 1 minute, you can just say, okay, 1 pip, 1.5 pip stop loss would have been a very good entry right there. So you can set your limit order. This is actually what I usually do in the group, on the private group. I always send the signal, and the students already know. They just have to put the sell position tool and then take the trade. So we've been having a lot of very good signals. So I mean, it's very good stuff. But once price came back, I ended up dropping to quickly to seconds time frame. I think I hit market execution in this one because I came a little bit late. So once price came back, for example, let me just play price a little bit. Yeah, so price came back into the supply zone right here. and this could have been your entry, right? Just, you don't have to drop down to seconds time frame like I do, unless you really want to increase the probability of your trades, right? But right here, 1 minute time frame is enough, and the target is supposed to be just 1.6, or if you want more, it can be 2.5. I would even want to take out this low right here for like a nice 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. So I ended up going on the lower time frame, which was on the 5 seconds time frame. So you can see even just 1 minute time frame, the 1 pip stop loss is quite huge. So I went down to 5 seconds and ended up having a trade that I ended up entering the trade with 0.6 pip stop loss. So that's why the risk to reward ratio was huge. It was like a 1 to 100 and something. Of course, I didn't make 100 times the risk. Of course not. I think I only made like 12 times the risk, because I took majority the partial at 1 to 9, 10, and then just left the little run up before the CPI came, right? So my entry was at this price 252, so it was 0.6 pip stop loss on the 5 seconds time frame. But if you decided to enter for 1 minute, 1.5 pip stop loss would have been absolutely perfect. Okay, so I ended up taking the trade right here. It was a beautiful trade. So I ended up taking partials on this one at 1 to 9.9, I think it was 9.93 risk to reward ratio, right? And I took about 80% volume off, left 20% running. So I think it was somewhere, yeah, it was somewhere here. That's when I took majority of the partials, and then I left the thing running, right? So let me go back to 3 minutes time frame real quick. Let me push this to the side. So this was the day of CPI, right? I think we were just like 30 minutes. I think it was like 30 minutes before CPI news came. And fortunately, it went all the way in my favor, right? So you guys can see price started to come a little bit up. I think it was like, took about 30 minutes, right? So you can see that, price just pushed all the way down. It was a massive trade. I think I ended at 1 to 100, 200, yeah, 128. That's when I closed the whole thing. But price kept going down, right? Now, what I want you guys to understand is, I think you guys were able to see the whole high time frame intention that we had, right? Is that it was all bearish. We wanted to see price coming all the way down to close, below the 4-hour previous low, and then this daily previous low, as well as the weekly, this one, right? So basically the CPI was just moving price towards the intention, and this is exactly what I teach on the mentorship: how to read structure, how to read the overall high time frame intention for the week, for the month, and long term. So if I held the trade all the way to the 4-hour previous low, would have been 1 to 240. All the way to the daily would have been a whopping 1 to 300 risk to reward ratio. So we can see, price continued to drop even more, just basically showing the USD strength right there. And it was just a beautiful trade. Yeah, so far price actually just took that 4-hour in the daily previous low, and it's on its way. Now it's on its way to take out this weekly, and then later on the monthly previous low, right? So right here at the right, you guys have the MT5 to show that we walk all the talk, right? It's not just talking, but we've got to walk the talk. So right here you have the MT5. It was a beautiful execution. I ended up entering by market execution. It was a very nice 1 to 128 risk to reward ratio trade. So I hope I made the point clear with this breakdown, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. There was a lot of gems that I dropped, so make sure to rewatch it and rewatch the video. If you guys are interested in joining the mentorship, feel free. My contact is in the description box below. If you guys are willing to join the EA service, it's a very good service that I just recently launched. It does about 25 to 40% return a month on a conservative approach. So if the minimum balance is like $1,000, so if you have 1,000, you can expect to make 30 to 40% conservative. Okay, we're not trying to double anybody's account in a month. That's not that's not consistent. You know, we want this to be a long-term thing, because I know a lot of people are still came to trade and are still trying to understand trade, but on the side you can actually have some income coming in, right? So I think this EA, the automated part that I just brought, I think it suits a lot of people, right? So any way I can help you guys, I'm here to do so. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to smash the like button for me. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, share this video, right, with your loved ones. I mean, get my name out there, right? I'm that mentor. So I appreciate it there, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.